Yes, I am. So this is part one of Abel Descendants, right? Abel Descendants being oppressed and depressed. And I got the Alpha Omega in this entity. Who is to blame? The reason why I did this topic, right? And the reason why I did this topic, and I know this topic is needed amongst our community. I don't have a large, big audience, but my information is getting out amongst us. And this is really, really important, right? The reason why I'm doing this topic, because somebody got inside of my comments in the last video I did and said that black people, I don't like to use these terms because these terms is offensive to us. We are able to send this, we are called the ugly God right one. And I have to keep narrating that to us, and I gotta keep pounding this into us to let us know this is our titles of the ugly God right one. We are ugly guided, right? We are ugly righted, meaning that we are ugly righted, we are God fearing, we are the Almighty fearing, we fear him because we know that we are actually him and he is us, but with limitations. This video, right, is really, really important. And the reason why this is really, really important is because we need to address some issues that's going on inside of our communities all around the world, right? And, you got to ask yourself, why is people keep pumping that we are slaves, that we are slaves, and we are being enslaved, and we are not free, right? And none of these terminologies and none of these analogies fit us or what's going on. We are at war, physically, mentally, and spiritually. I want you to know this, is that we have always fought back for our land like we are doing now. You are free. You are free, and you've been free. You've been free. What's going on is that all civilizations all around the world is congregating up against Abel descendants, the melanated people, the first people, right, and human beings in creation. It's us. It's melanated people. We know that all of these other civilizations is the second coming of mankind because we know that a portion of our descendants was wiped out in the flood during Noah time. Peace and blessings be upon them, right? We was fighting each other, right? Because I'm going to keep it real with you. Cain descendants, before Canaan did this act and killed Abel, right, and murdered Abel, they had children. Canaan children was melanated. Canaan children was melanated at the time. That was before that he started listening into this sick barbaric devil demon. Before this sick barbaric devil demon took him underneath the wing, started teaching them, right? And when he started teaching them, Canaan already had children that was melanated. Abel already had children that was melanated, right? This is an actual true fact. These two children, the melanated ones, right? Canaan melanated ones, and Abel melanated children always been fighting each other, and they melanated. Because the children knew exactly what went on. They knew what exactly went on amongst us. As time progressed amongst Abel and Cain descendants, are melanated descendants, right? They've been fighting. I'm gonna keep it real, and these are melanated descendants from Cain and Abel. When Cain killed Abel, when he started producing, when he got his melanated snatching out of his body, right, and his spirit snatched out of his body, when he started procreating, that's when all of his children became white. But that's not what I'm getting at. I'm getting at this situation that's going on amongst us, that's being spreaded amongst us. And I'm coming with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to let us know that we was never slaves. We always fought for our land, right? And people gonna say that we gave up the fight, we surrender. No, we was dying off. We was dying off. So as we was dying off, all our elders got murdered, all of our priests got murdered, all of our teachers got murdered, right? So the knowledge was wiped out. There was nothing but all children. So what they had to do, they had to breed in with the African, and by you breeding with the African, other civilizations, then you will start to recognize that you think that you came over here on the land of slave trades, and no, you wasn't. You always been here. You always been in these lands right here because you are Abel descendants, and this is an actually true fact, right? This guy said that Abel descendants been oppressed for 500 years. Of course, you have to keep Abel descendants oppressed and depressed forever. How many years? You got to use all your tools. You got to use all your resources to suppress the first mankind, the first human being, civilization, the descendants in bondage and oppressed. You have to do that. Now, the question is that the entity, or that's the Almighty, the creator and everything in existence? This is the question that we need to put on the table and shut individuals down. I know I'm going to shut you down. If we was on bondage by the Alpha Omega, the creator and everything existing, and we turned our back on him, right? We would not be here right now. We would be the dumb, deaf, and blind ones. We would be cursed and forever and ever cursed. The sun, the moon, and stars, and everything else would curse us. Everything agreed with us. You understand what I'm saying? And this sick, barbaric, evil, twisted, have used all the tools and resources which the Alpha Omega, the creator, and everything in existence, the Almighty Supreme Being, has sent down here for mankind benefit, has took it hostage, and kept Abel descendants in bondage and oppression by using the resources and the benefits of us and keeping us dumb, deaf, and blind and saying that we are slaves and we've been in chains. No. This is an actually true fact. And I want you to know and understand that you're not a slave and that you've always been free, right? You are a fighter and you are a warrior. Every last single one of us are a fighter and a warrior. That's an actually true fact. If you have this melanin right here, you have the access to do what? Is to use the whole entire universe, which bow down to melanated people. This is an actually true fact. You have the resources and power to connect to the universe, to the sun, the moon, and stars, and talk to them and to get them to understand who you are. They know who you are, but we do not know who we are. A large portion of us, I know, but a large portion of us are being indoctrinated on these major platforms by hearing these YouTubers saying that we are dumb, that we are stupid, and actually are saying the women's are stupid and dumb. And which I don't understand why people follow these individuals and watch these individuals, because it's beyond entertainment at this point. It's beyond that, right? It's beyond that. So I want individuals to know the truth that you are free and you've been free. And you know when you've been free? Ever since Abel stood against the sick, barbaric devil demon, right? And allowed the whole entire universe to befriend him, and he befriend her, the earth, everything, befriend Abel. And we was about to get back up this close. We was about to get back up and where we come from. Because Abel stood on business, Abel stood on loyalty, Abel stood on respect to the supreme being with supreme mathematics. Understand his square understand his circle, and define who he was and what he is what. He is the Alpha Omega, and the Alpha Omega is him, but with limitation. He no one understand that. In the universe, no one understand that. The sun, the moon, the stars knew and understand that. So from at that point, we've always been free. What's going on since that point? Since that point, there's always been forces, right, that coexist in the way of life, right, that's oppressing us. So we won't get back up. This is actually truth. We won't get back up. We can get back up. Mind, this is actually true fact. If we just hold on. If we slaves, we are not come over here from Africa. We are not. We are not African. We're not none of those civilizations. We taught all of those civilizations. This is an actual true fact. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, this is an actual true fact. And I want you to know and understand who you are. Of course, we've been oppressed. But all the benefits that's here for us has been taken away and held hostage so that we can use it. The Alpha Omega, the creator, everything existing, has always been by our side. I'm telling you that. Not physically, but spiritually, he has always been by our side. And how he has always been by our side is by not wiping us out. Is by fulfilling his agreement with Abel. With Abel, that's actually true fact. And saving Abel descendants. This is an actually true fact. So don't listen to anyone that said that you are a slave, that you are stupid, that you are ignorant, that you are YN, that you are a shooter, and that you anything else other than being an uply God, right one, and spiritual and righteous. Don't listen to them. And if you do listen to them, I encourage you to stop listening to them, unsubscribe to these individuals, and block them, and come on this channel to learn who you are and define who you are, so you can do what? Help you and your family level yourself up in this life and in the next. This is an actual true fact, and I need for you to understand that. Of course, you're going to say that the Supreme Being has kept us oppressed. No, he did not. No, he did not. No, he did not. He actually helped us with the flood during Noah. Wipe people out. He wiped people out. Wiped them out. That's an actually true fact. But we, as able descendants, we must stand on our own and find our own ways. I know amongst our community and our society, we have to air out certain individuals that's in our communities, that's in our civilizations, that's actually aiding in this sick, barbaric devil demon for fame, fortune, and riches. Like, share, subscribe, likes, cameras, and action. So this is part one. This is part one. Do not blame the Alpha Omega, the Supreme Being. Blame the entity that's oppressing us and depressing us and keeping us in a state of darkness with traumas and depression and everything else, so that we cannot rise up and transcend our mind, body, and soul and get to the next thing in existence. It's an actually true fact. This is true because our ancestors and our elders did that. They transcend mind, body, and soul. This is an actual true fact, and went beyond and came back and forth down upon this earth. This earth is only a port. This is never meant for us to be sleeping here and making this a home. No, we're supposed to keep justice and balance upon the earth, and anything that exists in this earth, we're supposed to keep justice and balance and talk to it. This is why we got this melanin, because melanin is in everything, all in existence. Melanin.